Hello and welcome to this week's podcast. Yes, I am on campus. That is not a virtual background. This is real. I am actually on campus today for our podcast, but also because we've been hosted a virtual open house today, and we've been doing some of our staff training. Although that's been virtual, I've been doing my parts of it from the campus. And it's just good to be back. It's just good to be on campus. So let me start the podcast off with an update for you in terms of Governor Abbott's latest executive order, which is Executive Order GA23, and how that impacts us. So firstly, I need to let you know that, and you can see all of this in the order yourself, but on page 7 of the order, it states the following. It states that schools shall remain temporarily closed to in-person classroom attendance by students until the end of the academic year 2019-2020. It then gives a few exceptions, which I'll go through with you now, but sadly this means that we are going to be not able to get people back on campus for in-classroom attendance as per that executive order, but we're going to continue to do great stuff through our virtual school experience. So the exceptions talks about being able to clean out lockers, pick up, drop off resources, things like that in paragraph 5.1, and in paragraph 5.2 the executive order then says that from the 1st of June schools can begin to run their summer camp programs. So we are currently looking at all of the guidance around summer camp programs. This is good news because it means that we're going to be able to do our summer camps. There are some quite clear guidance, there's some quite restrictive practices, all understandably so, to make sure things are safe, that we have to follow from the Texas Education Authority. And we are currently in the process of looking at those and looking how we can make those work so that we can get our summer programs, our summer camps up and running. And then paragraph 5.3 talks about staff and teachers being encouraged to continue to work from home. So that's an update on that executive order. It means we're not going to be able to do some of the things we were hoping to do in terms of bringing some students back on campus for a day, for some closure and just some celebrations. We're not going to be allowed to do that, unfortunately. However, we will pivot our idea. We will refuse to be beaten, and we've already come up with some other ideas as to how we can get that closure piece, which we think is so important for people, not just people that have to move on this year, but also for just all of our students and our staff and our parents, just to bring an end to this academic year. So in the last week of term, we are currently looking at how we can host some drive-by celebrations. Opportunities for people to drop things off at campus, opportunities for us to pass things to students and to parents, pick-up stations. So if you are leaving, we can help give some leaving gifts, etc. to our students, and a chance to just to wave to your teachers and just have a kind of celebration as we bring the year to an academic close. So that's going to happen in the last week of term. Look out for more information about that and how we're going to do that. And as soon as we've got more information as to what we can do safely for our summer camp programs, we'll be getting that out to you as well, and sharing that with everybody. So let's have a look at what has been happening this week and some of the amazing things that our students and our teachers have been doing in our virtual school experience. Well, firstly, our Year 12 geographers had a fantastic visit from an environmental scientist from Oxford University, who was talking to them about the environmental impacts, financial, social impacts of drinking water in Bangladesh, and this links to the United Nations Global Goal number 6. So a great opportunity for them to learn about that from an expert. They got to ask an expert questions and thinking about how it links to their understanding on climate change and resource consumption. A brilliant opportunity for our future geographers and environmental scientists, as well as all of our students that are interested in making the world a better place. So we'd like to particularly thank Julie Emerson, one of our parents, who helped to arrange this opportunity for us.
So yesterday we had our first virtual MUN and it was a great success. I hope to see a lot more of you guys joining. There's lots of countries left over, so don't worry about that. We've still got plenty of flags left. And also don't worry that it's the second session. That's totally fine. You can drop in whenever you want, and I hope to see you there.
Our Year 8 computer science students have been problem solving, and together they have created nearly 1,000 different programs. Absolutely fantastic. I think have a little look at this video that they've created that just captures some of the amazing things that they've been doing for their computer programming. Not long now until it is our graduation ceremony. So that is a week today. We have a rehearsal for that, a virtual rehearsal for that on Wednesday for any of you that are involved in that piece. We look forward to seeing you at the rehearsal, and then we look forward to seeing everybody from our graduating class at our graduation on Friday. Results are in for week 2 of our Bish Garden Games competition. Are we ready? First place winners in primary were Firehouse. Congratulations to Firehouse. And in secondary, it was Water. So well done to Fire and Water for those. And thanks again for everybody else in Earth and Air that took part. We really appreciate it. But overall, the overall winner of the whole Garden Games piece was Firehouse. So congratulations to Firehouse and everyone involved in that, and a big thank you to our PE department who did a great job putting on that event. And in primary school this week, things just continue to get even better in our virtual school experience. We had our fantastic drive-through to pick up resources. It was so good to see people, see some of the students, see some of the parents, and just catch up with everybody. That was a real treat. Thank you for all of you that made signs and people that bought gifts and water. We really appreciated it. It was hot out there that day. Our year 1s had a magical bus trip to the Invention Convention with Mr. Brown's twin brother, the bus driver. Absolutely superb. I hope you got a chance to see some of those bits, although I think they may have left somebody at the Invention Convention. I wonder who that was. Year 2 shared some of their fantastic virtual school highlights, packed full of great creativity, some outstanding work from, again, our Year 2s this week. In their IPC lessons, Year 3 have been learning what it's like to be on an island. They've been investigating how fabrics can reflect an island's culture. At the end of their parent, student, teacher conferences, which is around the corner, they're starting to reflect on their own learning journeys and their progress. At 5 o'clock this evening, I need you to put your feet up and relax and begin to start your weekend, but start it in style, because we've got our very first virtual recital. Enjoy that on our social media streams, and then kick your evening off with a lovely piece of live music in our virtual school experience. All of our community events are continuing. We've still got our Nod Angry Education Global Campus Virtual Kilimanjaro Climb, which has been brilliant. People are trying to reach the summit of that, I think. Look out for our Eid Mubarak video from our fantastic Bish community who are celebrating that over this weekend. A big shout out to all of our community that have been involved in our mask making project. I think our fantastic seamstresses have made now over 1,280 masks, which is an incredible achievement. So thank you for everyone that's been involved in that. We also hope you enjoyed the first week of our primary parents after school care program through Bish Kids. So many things going on, but for now I just wanted to say please have an enjoyable Memorial weekend. Make the most of the break, a nice long weekend with family. If you get a chance to get outside, please do it safely, and we look forward to seeing you all again next week when we are back in school and we can give you more updates. Go Bulldogs!